So I wanted to switch this video up a bit and I wanted to do a sort of reaction video to a video that I watched the other day. I want to give a big special shout out to Bread and Butter Podcast. Fantastic podcast. If you don't know about it, I'm going to add it in the descriptions below. And you need to make sure that you tune in because what these two gentlemen are doing is fantastic work. So big up Emmanuel and Tayo each and every time. But let me share my screen because I wanted to kind of go through a section. I've watched the whole episode already, but I really wanted to take a moment just to reinforce it and just share what I've learned from just listening to it. You know what I mean? So let me just share my screen. So shout out Elfried Samba. He was on the podcast for this particular episode. So let me share full screen. There we go. Yeah, take it in because what he said changed my whole perspective, man. I want to share this with you today as well.
I did a thing called NLP training, right? It's probably the thing that changed my life forever. I've learned like 3 things from that. The first one was everybody's doing the best they can with what they've got, right? That will change the whole world if everybody just like believes that fundamental truth. So whether somebody does something good, whether it's done something bad in your eyes, in their eyes, they're doing the best with what they've got, right? And if you can just like empathize with people on that human level, if somebody does something bad, you'll be like, okay, let me understand why they thought about it this way.
Yeah.
What filters, stories happen in their lives for them to be in this space? And I therefore have empathy for you, right?
Can I ask you a question about
Yeah.
that? Are you saying that, because I agree with it,
Mhm.
and I want to make sure I understand it.
Yeah.
Are you saying that that's what you're telling yourself, even if it may not be true in
Yeah.
reality?
Yeah.
Because there is a portion of like, I get it, because then you receive it better as well.
Yeah.
So even if it was true or not,
Yeah.
you are showing empathy
Yeah.
and receiving it in that way, basically.
Yeah.
So kind of taking any element out of malice out of it, that like, do you know what, this person may not know any better, and this may be the best that they can do with what they have, basically.
Hey, so there's a thing called cause and effect, right? That basically
So for me, I found that really interesting. Everyone is doing the best they can with what they got. And when I heard that, I didn't really consider it until now. And when I think about sort of my sort of trajectory in terms of the work I've been doing and the content I've been putting out and the work I've been doing, like I've been doing a lot of work. I've been really working each and every day to get this to a situation that it can, you know, change my life if I'm keeping it real. But sometimes it can be a lot. It can be a lot when you get to the point where you're thinking that a lot of the work that you're doing may be in vain, or you're doing it without any particular sort of support or awareness. Or some days it could be very tricky for you to want to just keep going because you may just be thinking, what's the point? But with what Alfred said, he said everyone is doing the best with what they have, what they got. And with that, I realized that there's loads of stuff that needs to be accomplished. There's loads of stuff that needs to be done, but at the same time, we cannot discredit the stuff that we have been able to do with the resources we have. There's so many different situations where we're doing stuff that we may just not have the resources yet. For me, I suppose for doing this video content, I can make it a lot more sort of flashier, a lot more, editing with the video content. But right now, I'm doing the best with the resources that I have and with the time that I have and the amount of stuff that I can commit to. There's only so much I can really do at once. So even just having an understanding of me doing the best with what I have is a lot more better than me kicking myself thinking that there's so much stuff that I haven't done. And just hearing that really just helped me change my perspective a lot in terms of what I've been able to do. And now I'm able to look back and actually think, wow, like I've been putting out content on YouTube consistently. I've got my blog content out that's out consistently since last year. I've been able to now put out a newsletter that I can use to help people with their personal branding. There's so many elements of work that I'm doing in so many different realms that I forget to really give myself grace that yes, there's things that I need to get on with and get done. But the process is being made, and the progress will be televised, and these things will be done in God's timing. You know what I mean?
Is that you can tell the difference between who's going to be the most successful person and who's not going to be the most successful person, right? So cause, so let's start with effect, right? Effect, in effect stage, you believe that everything that happens to you, good or bad, is because of things outside of yourself. Cause means that everything that happens to you or not for you happens because of your own actions, right? And again, although it may not be true, it's just a mindset to have, right? So when I was in cause mindset before that, why am I not getting promoted? Why is this not working out? Or I'm unlucky, or this, that, or whatever. That was the story that I was saying to myself whenever things didn't happen, right? Now I was like, well, what if, of course, I come from a different background to everybody else. What I will do then is I will look at a meeting. If somebody will invite me to a meeting, a boardroom, I'll know who's in that meeting. I'll do research on each individual person. This person likes rugby. This person's like this. So when I'm explaining something, I will use an analogy that aligns with that person. I can control that.
And with that cause and effect element as well, I really resonate with that a lot, because I suppose navigating the industry and kind of doing all the things I'm doing, it took a while for me to be very much accountable for myself. There will be things that would be happening, or I wouldn't get a promotion, for example, that was mentioned, or there's a job that I didn't get, or just I put out something that didn't get the recognition that I would have thought or would have expected to have received. And once you get to the point where you no longer start pinning and blaming things on everything else, you need to really make it about yourself. No one is responsible for you except yourself. Your come up, the way that you gravitate towards people, the way that you're working on different elements of your life, you are the only person that's responsible for that. No one else is responsible. And for me, once I started to understand that, and I had a new lease of life in terms of how I'm approaching things, and I live my life where no one doesn't owe me anything. No one doesn't owe me anything. So anytime that someone gives me their time, their resources, anything that involves them having to go above and beyond for me, I always hold them in high regard, and I appreciate them and love them for life, because you don't have to do it. You don't have to go out of your way to help people, but it's through selfless people like that go out of their way to really help others through situations, no matter what. Those are the people that end up thriving as well. That always, and that's the thing, because they're coming from a perspective where they're coming from a cup, an overflow cup. Their blessings have overflowed to the point where they can always provide and give. And that's what I'm working towards. I'm working towards getting my cup to the point where it's overfilling, so I can always be in a place of supporting and giving back to others without having to be in survival mode, thinking about how I'm gonna earn this, or how I'm about to do this, or you know what I mean. So just watching that was really insightful, and I just really wanted to just do like a quick reaction video to share my insights and my thoughts of the actual video. But honestly, the whole video is absolutely amazing. Like, honestly, let me go back so you can see. Make sure that you are subscribed to the Bread and Butter podcast. Like, you can even see I commented. I commented below, you know me. But listen, speaking of commenting, actually, matter of fact, hold on. You see me, I'm commenting on the YouTube. Like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe to the content. Let me know if you're liking these videos. Let me know if you want me to react to some other videos. And yeah, man, come on, let's get in the comments. Let's start a conversation. You know, I'm here to help. I'm always here to help and to provide value, as I say in each and every video as well. But like I said, please follow Bread and Butter Podcast, subscribe to their YouTube channel, and they got so much content. They got so much content that is really shifting the needle and shaping the narrative for for Black people in the UK, with just having a level of motivation to succeed and persevere no matter what. That like the gems that they share on that podcast is incredible, and everyone needs to listen to this. So if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed to me, then that's a shame. But if you're not subscribed to Bread and Butter Podcast, then I don't know what to say. You're gone too far. You're gone too far. But on that note, it was just a quick video just to kind of share my insights for that. But honestly, do the best with what you can and what you have available to you. Don't force the situation. Take each day as it comes and work towards your goals, and count those small wins. Count those small wins, because it's hard out here as it is. And you don't want to be navigating thinking that you're not doing anything when you're doing so much content. You need to always remember that you're working towards your goals. Like I said, create that list so you never ever step back and think you haven't done anything, because that's the thing that usually ends up making us feel very much doubtful with navigating and progressing in life, thinking that we're doing things but we're not having any sort of things that show that we're actually the result of our work. We don't have anything that shows the result of our work. But as long as we maintain a consistent drum of content and work, and we're taking each day as it comes, and we're able to continue with that sort of accountability for ourselves, but also in the level of perseverance and getting stuff done and making those things work so we can shift the needle, your time will come. All of our times will come. And when that time eventually comes, just make sure that you firstly praise Father God, praise God for what He has allowed us to be able to do. And where possible, give back to others, man. Give back to others and showcase, whether it's through your content, whether it's through your time, whether it's through your resources. Just give back and try and help as well in the process, because I'm nowhere near where I need to be or want to be, but Lord knows I'm always helping. I'm always helping others, because I've been in places where it's just not nice to not have that support as well. And through that, fortunately, I'm blessed to be around good people that can help me just as much as I can help them as well. So it's never a case of going alone. We need to build a community of people that we can work with together in terms of reaching our goals and missions, and being able to support and align with our objectives as well, granted that they're aligned and they make sense, where we can support to the best of our ability. And even if it's not particularly aligned in terms of our work, it doesn't hurt to share and to let people know what's going on as well. That's why, despite the views or whatever the case, I want the Emmanuel and Tayo to know that I got them. I'm supporting them heavy. I'm supporting them with the content that they're putting out as well. And yeah, it's just really just giving back to the people that has helped me through content. The content that they produce helped me to do so many things I didn't think I would do. To be honest, I don't even think I'll be even doing this sort of content on YouTube had it not been for Bread and Butter Podcast. So love each and every time, and please make sure, like I said, you subscribe and you check out their content. But on that note, that's was it a quick video? Probably not. But either way, it was a pleasure catching up with you guys. And yeah, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what else you want to see. And yeah, I'll catch you next week, man. Peace out.